Alright guys, so a couple of weeks ago I found myself in a position where I had this quest where I had to kill 300 level 0 slimes. Now if you don't know what level 0 slimes are, essentially they're just baby slimes, but they take forever to kill because normally you'll have bigger slimes which obviously slowly turn into baby slimes, but the bigger slimes have like 1,000,000 health, so instead of doing it the normal way, which is just sort of I guess killing them and it taking forever, I built this really odd farm. Now I think this is a world first in that it has carpet suffocation. That isn't a joke. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, okay, the farm isn't perfect, alright, but hey, it works for the most part. And this did allow me to do all of the 300 baby slimes. And actually a little bit more as well, so if I ever need more slime, I now have this farm, even though it only serves one purpose and is way slower than every other farm you could have made that involves slimes. But it wasn't planned to be like this, so I think we should start like a month ago. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is build up in this direction and then build up, because that's where the slimes are actually going to spawn and where they're going to fall once they become baby slimes. And now what I need to do is actually start building the platform where the slimes will spawn, and also put the sand where the cactus will be, so the slimes die and become baby slimes. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is build up the walls. Now we're probably going to build the walls about 3 blocks high, because that means then all the slimes can then spawn in, and then we should be able to kill as many slimes as possible in order to try and get the most amount of baby slimes. And another cool thing about this farm is that it's actually expandable, meaning that if I need to build more because I have more spawners and stuff like that, I can very easily do so because I can just simply either expand it in one of the other 3 directions, or I can just build it to the side again, and it's fairly easy to just make it the exact same thing. Okay, so as you can see right here, the water is currently flowing and it flows just to where the cactus is, but not actually to where the sand is, so that the slimes can die, and only the baby slimes will be able to fall down into the bottom part. Okay, now this should be big enough to the point where no slimes will be able to jump out or anything like that. Not that I think they would normally be able to, but I just wanted to guarantee. So now what I can do is build the bottom part, and then the slime should be able to be collected in. I'll place down the spawners and we should see if it works. Also, if you're wondering why the video may be slightly worse in terms of quality, I'm actually filming this while on holiday. Like, I'm not joking, I've come back to my house because I'm literally like 30 minutes away from it, so I'm actually able to come back here if we're not doing anything during the holiday. But if you are wondering why it may look like I'm rushing a little bit, that is why. I'm literally on holiday. Okay, now what I need to do is simply just fill this up with water, and now the base part of the farm should be alright to work, but we need to add a collection system, and also add something that I think will make it look a lot dumber, but it'll be funny. Okay, now what I'm doing right here is actually making the tube where the slimes will fall. So essentially they'll be funneled into here and then they'll fall off through a 1 block gap. And that's how I'll be able to make the Mario tube that they are actually going to fall out of and land down there. Alright, so that's the funneling system done, and it technically works now, the entire farm. However, I still want to make the collection and stuff like that, because otherwise, you know, there's not really a point of not collecting the slime balls, because that is what we're doing in the end. We are getting baby slimes for a quest, but getting the slime balls will help with other things, especially if they end up adding redstone later on in the future. Alright, so what I've just done here is actually make a massive tower of lime concrete. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this, and that's actually to get the resources for the Mario tube, because I think the Mario tube is green. I am colorblind, but I think it's green. So, let's just hope it is, and I don't know, mine the concrete, I guess. Now I'm thinking about it, we're actually losing concrete because it's glitching through the floor, which is just an issue of Cubecraft. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tower up again over there on the Birch Island. And I'm just going to place water and then just mine it all down. Alright, so now I'm going to actually build up and then put the water on top. And then it should all turn to concrete and I can just mine the concrete down with a pickaxe. Instead of letting it fall, which glitches it out because Cubecraft is just a bit of a glitchy server. But that's mainly just because of plugins that actually make the server more stable. So I can't really blame them for it, but it's just a little bit of an inconvenience. Alright, so now the water's going down. I actually forgot the water, so I had to tower back up with it. But now the water's going down, we can now just mine the concrete straight down. Now this is a lot more simple than sort of allowing the concrete to fall for reasons mentioned earlier. So yeah, okay, and now I can just build up with the rest of the lime powder. Okay, and there we are. Now this water should just flow down and flow out and we should be completely fine. So right now I've just been building the Mario pipe thing. However, I think I'm going to probably end it here because I don't actually want to make a massive mess and make it look really ugly for the rest of the island. So I don't think it needs to be too big. I think something like that will actually be alright. In fact, actually okay, well that's not good. We're going to get some more lime concrete. Why doesn't this actually look too bad? What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the water in just a moment, and then I'm going to build the collection thing pretty much like a couple blocks lower than where I am now. And this farm will pretty much be done. This has actually taken a lot sooner than I thought it would have. But I guess it shows that when you're not spending hours of your life building this, which isn't even like as big as it gets. It's pretty big, but it isn't as big as you can make it. Obviously, you could technically cover the entire world with it. This is just meant to be stupid. It's not meant to be massively large. But it's way easier to build, especially when you consider I'm literally on holiday and I have no time. So one thing I've just noticed about the islands is that they progressively get bigger, or at least that's what it looks like, because this island is like the 5th island, and then the 6th island looks way larger. That's pretty cool, I never noticed it. Okay, now the farm is actually pretty much done. I mean, I obviously need to put the slimes and stuff in up there. But apart from that, I should be able to kill them, I should be able to collect them through here. They should fall through here, and now this will look a lot funnier when I'm over by the melon farm or up on that bridge. But yeah, it actually has worked out really well, and it hasn't taken me that long to build. Also, the benefit of having to die every time you need to like move around on your island is really handy because it means you use no food. I was on 58 golden carrots the entire recording. Only intellectuals have Mario tubes in their farms. Okay, now we just need to put the slime spawners in, and we should see if it works. Okay, so they're taking damage right now. I don't know how big the slimes are, so we'll have to see. But they are taking damage to the cactus, which is good. And obviously if they're level 0 slimes, which I believe is the quest, then it should be completely fine. Let's have a look. Does this work? There we are, it works! It works! It doesn't look like it's working very well, but it does work. And we also get the slime balls from the ones that do die. But yeah. The farm actually... I was worried for a second that it wasn't going to work. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, I mean, I guess. It's like it's, there we are. I guess that works as well. But I'll fix that in just a moment. But it actually works. We're getting level 0 slimes. Now I can put the other spawners in. And that I was so worried for a second that wasn't going to work. Oh my god, look at this. Ah! Oh my god, I see how they're getting through. Oh, that looks way worse than I originally imagined. Alright, well, That should be fixable, but that's going to be annoying. Look how many level 0 slimes are down there. Okay, so no slimes are actually going to be spawning until I get rid of these. So, let's quickly go and do that. Oh my god, that was so quick. And we literally got 47 slimes from that. That was incredible. So, I was literally on like about 5 before. So this farm actually works surprisingly well. I was so worried. Let's go and have a look at what this looks like now that the farm's actually finished. Because this, I guarantee, will probably look at least mildly amusing. There we go, we've got some level 0 slimes coming in. Oh, they're still able to do it. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Alright, well. Oh, I'm out of blocks. Oh, this is not good. Okay, I'll fix that in just a moment. Alright, guys. It's been a little bit of time since I last did this recording. And, well, there's been a couple of reasons for that. So one, as you may have seen in my previous video, was the Slates Olympics video. And that was more of a fun thing than sort of me actually wanting to, get views and stuff like that. But I kind of went on holiday a bunch. So, yeah, it's now school, so I even have less time. So, yeah, that's kind of my fault. But I've made a lot of progress, and I did a lot of things off camera because, well, I was on holiday, so I, wasn't able to really record. So some of the things I just sort of did on my laptop, which I can't record on. It's just not powerful enough for that. But anyway, so I'll show you guys exactly what I've done, and then we can finally finish this stupid quest. Alright, so the first thing I did, as you may have noticed, is add carpet. Now you may be wondering, well, why? And that's because actually what was happening, even though over here, as you can see, there is 2 blocks here, and that's because slimes were glitching through the wall, they were also glitching through the cactus. So if there was a slime that wasn't going to turn into a level 0 slime, it would just, essentially it would just clog up with a bunch of, bigger slimes that wouldn't go down the chute and stuff like that. So it really didn't work. But you can't really place blocks next to cactus, it's one of their annoying attributes. But you can place carpet. So, I did just that. Now, what happens is, the bigger slimes will get stuck inside of this carpet, and then, essentially, they'll still be next to the cactus, so they'll just die, and then the baby slimes will just crawl out. And it actually works really, really well. It works better when you're either not on the island or AFK somewhere out of render distance, because then the game just loads it. As the slimes just being down there, it sort of bases it off where would they fall, where would they end up, and so they will end up down there. And that's because if you're standing nearby it, the smaller, baby slimes will just go towards you, and then there's a chance that they just sort of fall off onto the wall, because you kind of have to extend it out a little bit. Which is also why I've added this back thing here. So yes, this is the first ever cactus suffocation slime farm, as far as I'm aware in Minecraft's history. Another thing I added, it's not really important, but I did add these stairs here, just to get down easily. So, let's finally finish up this stupid quest. As you can see, I've killed a bunch, so I only need to kill 7 more, and I don't know actually how many there are here, but let's just hope there's 7, because otherwise that would be very, very awkward. And there we are, finally. That'll take a little while, and I think... Oh... Okay, we don't actually get a reward for it, but we do get this, craft glowstone. Alright. So that's about the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Apologies for being off. As I've said, I've been on holiday, been busy with other videos, and also had school, and I've got a bunch of exams this year, so I've been focusing more on that and stuff like that. However, there will be a video, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe, because this took forever.